Erica.
And Liana.
Come join us on Patreon,
where you can unlock weekly episodes of videos and
be invited to Patreon exclusive Zoom meetups.
Just download the Patreon app and search for Night Guys Podcast.
Or go to the website, www.patreon.com/nightguyspodcast.
You can join for as little as $2 a month for full access.
See you on Patreon.
Squiddle diddle 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 diddle.
No, I'll do like the guy at the thing. No, that was too loud. Closer.
Do it again. Try it again. Keep going. Keep going.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Like
Was
that,
more,
but only one note.
Was it kind of like...
Yeah, but
No,
it had kind of like a... It had... If you had to write it out like in a comic book, it would say toot.
Oh,
not, you know what I mean?
Not,
but I don't know how to make that happen.
Yeah. It wouldn't be pfft. It was more like
kind of like that, actually. Just a hair shorter. It wasn't quite that big. It was subtle.
Oh.
Closer.
I can't do it again.
It's kind of hard.
Make the perfect fart sound. I can't.
It's like... No, that was too
gun
aggressive.
to your head. Gun to your head.
Oh, that was actually really close.
See, I just had to put a gun to your head.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm glad I can deliver.
Yeah, that was good. Good stuff.
I'm great under pressure.
I'm the worst. I get scared. I'm like, what's a fart sound like? Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example, please?
Can I have the language of origin?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Are we starting? Is this the episode?
No.
It should be. We should start now. Hi, America. Enjoy that intro. We should just, you know what? You guys can see how it's all made. You know what I'm saying? A little peek behind the curtains.
How the sausage is made?
Yeah. The sausage.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving it. That's all. That's all. This is the Night Guys Podcast where we make fart sounds.
It's spooky season, and we are fully we're knee deep in spook. And that's what that was.
We were reenacting a toot that Erica was a witness to in a cemetery.
Guys, let me just give you these bullet points real quick.
Okay.
Went to a cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
There were 6 stops. It was put on by the Historical Society. At each stop,
night,
you're at a gravesite, and actors reenact a scene from the person's life, so you get to understand them better. Bobby happened to sit down on a retaining wall area, so he's about eye height with a butt, and the said butt let out the most fragile and sincere of toots right into Bobby's bubble face.
Did you check for pink eye?
No, but I have not laughed that hard, and I have my mask on, and I've never been so happy to have my face concealed while actors are talking about a dead person at their grave. Oh my god. Oh fuck. It was insane. Oh, it was the best. And him and I both paused the same amount of time, which was like 2 or 3 seconds before we both looked at each other. And we both knew. We knew it was happening. And that made it so much funnier. And he had to sit there through the whole monologue.
That's precious, though. That's precious that Bobby was just right there for it.
Yeah, so many emotions. It was a roller coaster. I loved it. Best money I've spent to laugh
I love
that hard.
that you didn't check for pink eye, which he could totally have.
Well, the guy had jeans on, so that helps.
He had a butt mask on.
Guys, if there is a cemetery tour that you can go to in spooky season, I recommend it. You too could be tooted on while watching actors discuss a dead person.
That's so sad. Poor Bobby.
I loved it.
Okay, wait. Gun to your head, quick. Do it again. Do the
I
toot
don't know
sound.
if I can. Well, you guys
Do
already
it.
heard it.
Do it again.
How did I do it? See, I won't believe
Okay,
the
you're
gun's
thinking about
there
it too much. You're thinking about it too much.
because I already did it, and you
Quick
wouldn't
toot.
put it back to my head.
Guess I would.
Wow.
Do it again.
Wasn't bad. That was good. 2 for 2. That's all right, baby. Untouchable. Satan himself can't kill me. Motherfucker. Come at me, brah. Do you like, I don't know. Guys, if you're watching Midnight Mass, I really need you to write us on Instagram. Because I had a lot of feelings about Haunting of Bly Manor. And in case you didn't know, spoilers, my feelings were of extreme hatred. Hated it. Hated everything about it. No, I like the chick with the shaved head. She was cool. And I feel sad she was in such a horrible show. And I liked the first episode, I think. And then all of it just made me angry.
I didn't watch it. But
I want you to watch it
couple of
because...
episodes.
No,
you said the accents were too horrible.
I know, I just need you to hear how bad they are.
I need you to feel torture.
Watch it while you cross-stitch me something. Freeform cross-stitch while you watch that, and it will be like a masterpiece of
That's the thing.
anger.
Like, when I'm cross-stitching, I need something good on. Otherwise, we'll end up like trash shit.
I want that.
The trash shit?
Yeah.
Okay. The only person that I liked out of the Midnight Mass so far is the police officer guy.
Like him. He's the only one
dad?
that makes sense.
Yeah, he's like the only one that I was like, I like you.
I
You're
like-
normal.
Pregnant girl. She's okay.
She's okay. She's just kind of like dry toast.
She has like a little bit of a slow arc. She gets better.
She becomes toast with butter.
Yeah, I don't know. I read I skimmed an article about the dude who writes and directs this shit. Mm-hmm. And they were accusing him more or less of like, he picks like settings and topics that are traditionally horror. Mm-hmm. But his series
Delivery.
is, Sarah says, like his shows aren't fucking... What is happening within that horror setting isn't horror.
It's just kind of boring.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I kept waiting
it's
for stuff to happen.
It's just weird. It's like, that's how Haunting of Bly Manor was. It's like weird, like existential, like supposed to make you just like
No.
feel bummed and like, what is happening? I thought I was supposed to be like scared every once in a while. Nothing's happening.
If I want like weird, creepy, just weird shit, I'll watch like Eraserhead or something from like a long time ago that's just like fucking weird. Like if I'm in the mood for something
real.
weird, I'll watch something like
What's
that.
another one? There's another
not
one
this.
that is in that same. Oh, I'm not going to
Blue
think of
Velvet?
it. What's that? I don't think I know that. I know National Velvet with
No.
Elizabeth Taylor, first movie. Mickey Rooney, local hero. Shout out. No.
It's along. It's
What'd
along
you
the
call
same
it? Blue
vein.
Velvet?
Blue Velvet. The description says, A 1986 neo-noir mystery thriller film written, directed by David Lynch. This is another David Lynch movie.
Okay. I don't think I've seen
This
it.
guy returns home after his father has a stroke. He discovers a severed ear in an abandoned field and blah, 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 blah. Mystery.
Is it good?
Blah, blah. I liked it.
Oh.
Laura Dern's in it.
I'll have to watch it.
Dennis Hopper. And
I don't think I've seen it.
What? No. I haven't seen it in a really long time, but like when I want something weird, I'm going to watch a David Lynch movie.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm not going to watch Haunting of Bly Manor. I will not. Don't do that to me.
I'm really irritated that I can't think. There's like a movie I know is like right in the Rolodex of my mind, and that is in that same vein. That's like it's like
Google says similar movies to Eraserhead
because it's like
Blue Velvet was listed.
Hey, nice dude. That's perfect. Like, what's something that's like uncomfortable that like I like watching? There's something that's
Mulholland Drive.
I didn't like that.
I didn't either.
You didn't either? I didn't understand. No. Like, why it was... What? I'd rather watch Memento.
Yeah.
Much better.
Mostly because of Guy Pearce.
Excuse me.
He's absolutely on the dreamboat. I don't care what you say.
I just said
I would stab you.
Tie
you to the anchor.
Hey, if he's tied there is also, I mean, let's all get on that anchor with him. What am I saying?
Wait, he's gonna be on the anchor? Okay, well I'll be down there. I'll be down there.
I'll wait. I don't care.
I'll help him with whatever.
Oh, he can't come until Wednesday. But I have to go down there now, and
if
it's
he needs
Thursday.
me to wait, I'll hold this spot.
Yeah. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go. He's definitely coming there, right?
But yes.
Okay, good.
For sure.
Okay,
he'll be there. How dare he say no to an invitation?
What? Okay, now I'm going into another question that I have not.
Brazil. That's another weird movie.
I didn't like that.
That movie's so fucking weird. I don't know if anybody really likes Brazil.
I don't think anyone does. Does anyone like it? Really?
I don't know.
Speed date question. That would be a good one.
Thoughts on Brazil? Like the country? No.
You can stay. That was your response. Yes, the country. Sure, whatever. What's the other one? Space Odyssey or whatever the hell it's called. That one too.
2001?
Yeah, I hate that.
It's very claustrophobic and slow.
Oh, like, what? Why do we like this? Why is this a thing when they have a montage of, like, best movies? Why is it always in it? Can we erase that?
Can we Eraserhead that?
It's gotta go. Why is it there? It was just, like, so ahead of its time and so many things, and it just talks about how man is and... Blah. Get it out of here.
When I watch movies, I want to escape humanity. I'm watching it to empty my mind.
I agree. I'll think of whatever it was that's like a weird ass movie that there's something and it's not coming to the mind.
Okay.
Oh well. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on Midnight Mass.
Oh, fuck that movie show. Movie show.
My mom calls back in the day when I used to go to the movie theater, she'd always be like, "Oh, you're going to the show?" I
remember because we would go.
Oh, we're going. What time's the show?
Going to the show? What time is the show? Yes, let's go. Enjoy the show. I mean, okay.
I miss the show. I miss going. I miss getting my popcorn, no oil because it hurts my tums. And
oh god, that stuff kills me.
Me too. And some people go.
I love it,
you people who go to the pump and hit it and just let that spout go all over it. What you beasts? What are you
survive
doing?
The apocalypse with the cockroaches.
For real, dude.
I'm like, that stuff is preserving you from the inside out.
What is that? I can't handle it. It's like it's good while you eat it, I guess. But like if it's a long movie, I feel it before the movie's ended. And if it's short, like when we would like pre-baby, which is basically pre-COVID at this point, for when like we went to a movie theater, and we'd see like a 8 or 9 show, come back, and more or less even then we were like old people, and then go to bed, and then I'd be fuck, my stomach is not cool. And it's like,
I would always
you could
feel
feel
like
the popcorn in it.
The oil just
100%.
like coating everything from your teeth on. Even if you brush your teeth,
you
still like...
1,000,000% know what's bothering you right now is that oil. It's unmistakable. I don't know. But I miss the popcorn without that. That I miss. And I miss my soft pretzel. And I miss my wine or my cider that I get.
Soft pretzels at Trader Joe's.
I know, but I miss sitting in a theater chair and just chowing down on like at least like a over 1,000-calorie platter of just food. I miss it. And then like that's without the booze.
Oh my god. That's an expensive ass night.
It is. We would go to one movie, which is like what? Like $30-something for him and I to go. And then we at least get 2 to 3. I'd get a wine, he'd get beer, 3 each.
Oh my god.
Average. And then we get a pretzel because you need a pretzel and salt to help with the booze.
You gotta balance. And then you gotta get popcorn.
And you
can't
to
get the small popcorn. You gotta get the biggest popcorn they got because
sense.
That's stupid.
It's frugal.
So there's like $100 just
easy.
Gone. Sean and I were laughing about that the other day because we were like, God, how have we been able to save so much money? And I was like, babe, we don't go on like any dates anymore.
We go nowhere.
Because we used to go to the movies fairly often.
Same. I miss this. Why I miss it so much.
We had a badass theater, and I was like, I'm happy to go to this theater that nobody went to in LA, which was cool. And I'm not going to say where it was.
And I like the loungy chairs. That was always nice.
The recliners. Oh, so good.
I miss it. But we were talking about that same thing, and it's like, dude, when you add it all up, like you said, it's like, fuck, we're close to like $100.
Totally.
If more, not more. And to rent out a theater here is like around $100. We're like, we could rent it out and no one's there and just bring our own shit. And we haven't, or even if we didn't, it's like, well, we haven't gone in like over like pretty much 2 years. So it's like, well, it's kind of worth it to just go big once then. I don't know.
Maybe get like a couple of people to go with you.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay.
We can go see, I told Bobby when we were talking about it, I'm like, oh, if we do it, like, can we see The Matrix?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, Matrix definitely needs to be seen on a movie theater screen. I'm like, yeah, that's right, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I'm kind of excited. I'm a little nervous, kind of excited.
Me too.
Sean's like not sure how he feels about it.
But that's where the 2 to 3 wines come into play. You don't give a shit.
Oh.
You got a soft pretzel.
Caring level has gone down significantly. Just as long as Nunu's on the screen, that's all that matters.
It's true.
I know.
I love him.
He's a good dude.
Well, guys, now that we're 17 minutes into this episode, maybe we should talk about it.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
Or are we going to keep talking about it? I'll talk for hours.
Well, I've got some news that you may hate, so let's get that out of the way.
Matrix 4 is said to be horrible.
Matrix 4, delayed indefinitely. That would be the worst news.
Dude, we should seriously look into renting the theater.
Okay.
What's the other movie that's coming out? There's Matrix. There's...
Has the new Candyman come out?
Yes.
Oh, it did?
Mm-hmm.
I suck.
I was just talking to someone about it today.
Damn it. I'm so behind.
You know what would be really fun to see in a rented out theater and just be super wasted and rowdy? I don't know if you'll be on board with this, but you would still go.
What?
We should all go. We should all go see Top Gun.
Fucking God. I hate that movie so
Iceman.
much.
Val Kilmer is supposed to be in it.
What do you mean supposed? The new one?
Yeah. It would be so funny. We gotta go. Not Val Kilmer funny, but just going to see
No,
that.
I was like,
I thought you were saying that. No, I love him. But it would be fun. Take my breath away.
I want to give money to Scientology.
You're not.
movie
They
for
have
free.
enough. They don't give a shit what we're doing. Whatever.
All right, I'll think about it.
It would be so funny. So much fun. I want to go.
Well, the nice thing about it is that
It's not
if
good.
we rented a movie theater, we could all like yell at the screen.
Yes, it would be so fun.
Because Sean and I have basically become animals, and we like talk over the movie and like yell at characters constantly. So like, I don't think we can go to movie theaters like normal people anymore. We don't know how to be civilized.
I love that. I mean, that makes me happy. Good job.
We recently rewatched Total Recall because we both were like, we just needed something in our lives, and I think we know almost all of the lines to that movie.
I haven't seen it in a good while.
Dude, one of my favorite scenes is the one that keeps playing over and over on, like, you know how Netflix has like that preview?
Yeah. That makes
Just
no
the scene
sense
where
ever.
he's trying to basically go through customs and he's dressed up as a woman. And she's just like 2 weeks. Like, I don't know. We can't stop laughing whenever we see it. So I
support
really
this.
recommend that you rewatch that. But yeah, we don't know how to be civilized human beings anymore. We've lost that ability.
Well, that will mix well, because if we were in a theater together and you guys are being hecklers, then that will be great, because Bobby and I never get to be because of Esme. So I feel like him and I will finally be able to be that.
We're nightmares. We're so bad.
In my mind, I am. It just, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on a lot of things.
Yeah, we let our thoughts known
Mine
to
are just
each
too
other.
loud, so I have to censor myself. Otherwise, then I have to put a baby back to bed. It's not worth it. So much
You need
restraint.
soundproofing all through your house.
I do. Hot damn.
Well, okay, so my news that you're probably going to hate.
Okay.
Unearthed recording alleges that Einstein was enlisted to examine the Roswell wreckage.
Okay.
I only say hate because it involves Roswell. So,
Roswell, I like.
do you though?
I don't like the idea. I don't know. I have a lot of conflicting feelings about Roswell. I don't enjoy. Okay.
Okay, what do you enjoy and what do you not enjoy?
I like the idea that the aliens they found are dead. I don't like the idea that there's the one that's
found
alive
aliens.
and it's
Oh.
taken underground and like abused. Because then I'm like, that's kind of fucked. I don't like.
And then
that
you feel
there's
bad
abuse.
for it, and
but
then you
I'm
don't
like,
wanna feel bad for it.
It's an alien. I just don't like abuse. Just kill it.
Good God, dude.
That's the only time you'll hear me say that. It only applies to aliens.
Don't abuse it, just kill it.
It's kind of red. You can get the red lovely.
Oh my God, that's so dark. Well, okay. Oh, okay.
Send it away.
The article says in a recently unearthed recording of an interview conducted nearly 30 years ago,
recording.
a former assistant to Albert Einstein alleges that the famed scientist was enlisted to examine the Roswell wreckage, including the ET occupants of the downed craft. UFO researcher Anthony Bragalia
Bourdain?
Yeah. Oh, R.I.P.
Maybe he was there. We don't know.
That is true. Uncovered the remarkable revelation when he tracked down ufologist Sheila Franklin, who interviewed Dr. Shirley Wright in 1993 about her time working with Einstein in the summer of 1947.
Okay.
As luck would have it, Franklin still had the tapes from her conversation with the former assistant, and what she told the researcher was nothing short of stunning. According to Wright, she accompanied Einstein to what had been dubbed, quote, a crisis conference that was hastily held in July of 1947 at a remote Army air base in the American Southwest. Upon their arrival, the duo entered a hangar that was under heavy security, and when they entered the building, they discovered that it contained a rather curious craft that appeared to have sustained significant damage. It was, quote says, it was disc-shaped, short, sort of concave, Wright recalled. Its size stood up to 1/4 of the hangar floor. While her response to the strange scene was one of wonderment, half curiosity, maybe half fear, she said that Einstein was, quote, not disturbed at all, and instead was primarily concerned with what sort of insights about propulsion and the universe could be gleaned from the vehicle.
So he nerded out. Okay.
Completely. He was like, I'm geeking out, guys. So the strange event took an even weirder turn, Wright claimed, when the pair were then presented with the bodies of nearly 5 indistinguishable beings that had apparently been aboard the craft. The scientist's former assistant observed that they were about 5 feet tall, without hair, with big heads and enormous dark eyes, and their skin was gray with a slight greenish tinge. But for the most part, their bodies were not exposed, being dressed in tight-fitting, really sexy suits.
Space suits.
I may have editorialized a little. The duo were then taken to another area where there was still a living being.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was struggling to stay alive and making strange sounds, but no coherent words or communication.
I like they're like no coherent. Maybe he's just, or she is not speaking yell language. Maybe it's coherent to other aliens. Now I'm defending it.
What is wrong with you? Shortly thereafter, Wright told Franklin she and Einstein were ushered away from the base, and the famed scientist was tasked with writing a report about the event, while I was just told to keep my mouth shut. It would appear that she did just that.
Woman.
Keeping the story secret until 1993, when she finally felt an obligation to reveal it to the world. Alas, she passed away in 2015, and the decades-old recording appears to be her only telling of the jaw-dropping experience. Attempts to determine Einstein's whereabouts at that time that the crisis conference was held have so far proven futile, as archivists have been unable to produce his exact schedule from the time period in question.
I mean, what does she have to gain from it?
Seriously, she's old. She was like...
Fuck it. I can finally talk because it's, I don't know, 2005 or whatever you said. It's like, leave her alone. It was like
50 years later or whatever, so...
I think there's a lot to be... Like, there's a lot. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're the military and you're in this position and you're trying to put together, like, the A-team of people to figure out how this
crack scientists,
like, spaceship is gonna, function and make it, like, available to our military so we can rule the world. You're gonna call in Einstein. That's like your first person you'll call. Over there teaching at Yale or Harvard or wherever the hell he was. It's like, you're gonna get him. I mean, that makes sense.
And then you're gonna call Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And then Lara Croft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Crack team.
I like it. You know who else they're going to call?
Who?
William Shatner. That's my news. So...
Taylor Miller?
Star Trek's famed Captain Kirk, also played by Trey Dream, Chris Pine, will soon venture into space. For realsies, guys, for realsies. He's joining the crew of the second Blue Origin launch that is scheduled for next week, y'all. Rumors.
Wait, Shatner's going into space?
He's beaming up.
Oh my god.
It's happening. I hope he says that while he's up there.
Oh, he has to say something nerdy.
If he doesn't just completely do a monologue from one of the episodes, I will be very disappointed. Rumors that the legendary entertainer would be a participant in the launch had been circulating for the last few weeks, and his inclusion in the endeavor was finally made official on Monday. In a statement issued by Blue Origin, Shat marveled that I've heard about space for a long time now. I'm taking the opportunity to see it for myself.
About space for a
while. That's his quote. Kind of like involved with it. What a miracle. Remarkably, the actor will actually wind up making history with the launch set for October 12th, so soon, by becoming the oldest peep ever to venture into space. And he's 90. And he looks amazing.
I was going to say, that fool is old.
He looks crazy good to me, though. We saw him in person, in the flesh, like 2 years ago. And It was one of the best things I've
at
ever watched.
Comic-Con?
Yeah, he was a panel, and when I saw it on the schedule, I'm like, we gotta go sit in on this. This will be fun. We don't know how long this guy's gonna be alive. We should go see Shatner talk. Mm-hmm. And we did. And he was in one of the bigger rooms. He was in one of the ballrooms, and it was so fun. He was so funny. I loved everything about it. He read excerpts from his book, took questions. It was the best. He was super funny. And that was like 2 years ago. The pending rocket launch is actually not the first time that Shatner has been attached to a private space company, as the BBC reports that around a decade ago, the actor had been in discussions with Virgin Galactic to participate in one of their launches. However, he said, talks fell apart when company founder Sir Richard Branson wanted the Hollywood star to fund his own flight. Quote, he wanted me to go up and pay for it, Shatner said in 2011 interview. And I said, hey, you pay me and I'll go up. I'll risk my life for a large sum of money. But he didn't pick me up on my offer. Fortunately, it would appear that Blue Origin is footing the bill for the next week's flight, which will undoubtedly attract considerable attention as legions of Star Trek fans watch the beloved Enterprise captain make history.
That's sweet.
I love it. I think it's so cool he's going up. Just like, if there's anyone that is fitting to go up, it's Shatner. It's a Shat attack.
Yeah. I hope he does something for Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, that would be lovely. Something. I like that. I love that.
I hope he does.
I got one more little newsel that I have to share. It popped up on my phone newsfeed today, and when I saw it, I was like, yes, yes, yes. A Bay Area animal rescue was called to save a pet tarantula. Turns out it was a Halloween decoration.
No, I was so excited. I was like, oh, Spidey.
Yeah, and in the picture, there's a huge ass Tupperware with the Halloween decoration inside. So stupid.
I hope that whoever had to drive their ass out there to come and rescue this spider got a big old donation to their place. Because that's fucked up.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm sending you the picture of it. When the Peninsula Humane Society received a call regarding a pet tarantula that was supposedly stranded on top of a house in San Mateo, an animal control officer rushed over to the scene with a plastic enclosure in tow. Using a ladder, the officer climbed up to the roof where the wayward arachnid was waiting as the concerned caller and two of the homeowners looked on. Once she reached the top and was able to get a closer look, it dawned on her. It was just a forgotten Halloween decoration. Quote, she said it looked like it had been up there for a while. Said, oh, her name's Buffy Tarbox. This name is bananas awesome.
Wait, the rescue person?
Yeah. Buffy is like the vampire slayer. And then the last name is Tarbox. Just like you think it would be spelled.
Buffy Tarbox. Wow.
Wow.
That's a great name.
The Peninsula.
That sounds made up.
It does. Humane Society's communications manager, who shared a photo of the eight-legged hoax on Instagram on Sunday afternoon, said, quote, I guess if you don't like spiders, that's a better outcome. The officer removed it from the shingles anyway, and when she revealed the news to bystanders, everyone waiting below, they couldn't help but laugh, said Tarbox. It's great. And for good reason, the mishap, which occurred sometime in the last month, wasn't all that unusual. Though tarantulas aren't common pets, they are available for adoption at the Humane Society.
Aww. It's funny. Sean's friend takes care of and breeds snakes sometimes. And he keeps trying to get Sean to get one. They're really cute. Like, I love them, but I'm also like, I can't feed you mice. I can't.
And they even feel sad feeding them crickets. Like, I
know.
I don't want to put somebody in there to just think, oh, cool, okay, what? And
I know, but then I'd also be like, but you gotta eat. Oh, God.
Yeah, like, go do it yourself. I don't want to.
Don't involve me, please.
No, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to facilitate this. This is no good for me.
It makes me sad because they're really cute.
Yeah. I feel like snakes just need to go be outside doing their thing.
Oh, totally.
I feel the same way about birds.
I know.
They need to fly. Birds need to fly.
Well, that's cool news.
Yeah. Fake spiders and Shat.
Shat in space.
I love him. I love him so much.
So today's episode is on something kind of interesting. This came as a suggestion from one of our listeners, one of our Patreon folks. This is from Jeffy. Thank you so much for your suggestion.
Thank you.
It's about animals as deities, and because we are predictably unpredictable, it is partially about that, and also some ghost animal stories.
Couldn't help myself. I took a hard ride.
No judgment. So I'm gonna briefly touch on, oh my goodness, some deities personified as animals, but also we personally do believe that all of our animals are gods. Because obviously they are.
Yeah.
Honey is the ruler of our household. She gets really upset when anything touches her that's not Sean or myself. She gets really upset at Turnip because she is holy. And
I feel you.
I mean, that's how Elle is, right?
Yeah. And they both are. Rue's just sweet about it. Rue is like written out of the pages of a Beatrix Potter like book for me. She just needs a little apron and little spectacles, like on the little tip of her nose, and she's perfect. I just love her. Elle's more like, she's a wild card.
She has the craziest eyes.
She's does.
She's just got the craziest face I've ever seen on a cat.
Last week, I was laying in bed. I was my hope was to read like a couple pages in one of my books. I never did. And while I was trying to, I felt something staring at me, and I looked over, and it was Elle on her window seat, and she was just full eyes locked, no blinks, in like over 10 minutes. It was a long ass time because it weirded me out. And I looked over, and I like, okay, that's what I'm feeling. It's you staring at me. And then I like stared back, and that didn't faze her. Nothing about her moved. Nothing. She was just locked with me.
Do you think she was like asleep but awake?
So, okay, it went on for a weird amount of time, and I got bored, and I went back to my book, and then I was like, I gotta glance back after a little bit. And she was the same exact thing. Nothing changed. And I was like, ew, this is weird. It's been a long time. And so I just stayed with it and stared back at her. And then eventually, like really, truly, like over 5 minutes, which is a long time to stare at something.
That's very scary.
And finally, her eyes started to shut. And I'm like, oh, you're sleepy. Okay. Because finally, like at a certain point, like 3 or 4 minutes in, I started thinking like, am I about to die? Like, are you looking at me because something is wrong with me? I felt very like, you're waiting for me to take my last breath. And then I just stared at her waiting.
You were thinking that she was like one of those animals that goes and visits people that are dying.
And something felt off. And it was, I didn't know what it was. And like I said, 4 or 5 minutes is a long time to have thoughts about what's happening. And this is where it went, guys. And then eventually her little eyelids got sleepy. And it was the only thing that moved on her whole body after plus 5 minutes was just the eyes slowly shut. And I was like, oh, you're just a sleepy kitty. I'm not about to just fall asleep forever. Okay. That's how the power of Elle. It's a lot.
Whereas Honey just commands attention all the time.
She does too. But it's just, tomorrow when I go into the bathroom, I'm going to pretend I'm going in there and just sit like with the lid down on the toilet. I want you to see how she hits the door open. Because like 50% of the time it scares the shit out of me, even though I know it's about to happen. It's really scary.
Where it's like, I have to close the door. And if I don't close the door, or
that's what's scary, dude.
Turnip will like scream at the door, and he'll just like,
somehow she has enough force. I don't lock it, but I shut it where it's just barely clicked in, so she can still. But it takes a lot of force, and she jumps up with 2 paws and hits it.
Just barrels into it. I love it.
Very disturbing. And when it's past 2 in the morning, it's a lot. It's like watching a horror movie and you're like, I know the shot is set up to scare me and it's gonna happen.
The music is getting tense.
That's how it feels when it scares me. Like 50% of the time. 50%. And then she walks in and is like, meow. and then presents her butt and her tail to full vertical and is like, rub it. I'm like, okay, I will.
All right.
I don't want you to hurt me.
I don't know if you. I mean,
you don't know if I know.
I don't know if you know, but you probably know. The cats as deities for ancient Egyptians. Like not everybody.
Kind of a big deal,
not,
guys.
Not entirely sure if they were worshipped as deities, but they were looked at as like
they had to have been.
They were very important.
Side note,
especially alive as well as in the afterlife.
Have you seen on Instagram the reels that are videos? I never watched these, but I saw this recently because Esme asked to watch cat videos. She specifically asked to watch cats that fall down. And I was like, because she saw a video of one that slipped off a table and she thought it was really silly.
Okay.
It's like a YouTube like compilation of like funniest cat videos.
Sure.
And she said the cat was okay, but she said she wanted to watch it. And somehow it got me to like, I was like, oh, we'll just look on Instagram and look up cats and watch like reels of it or something. And there's like a thing going around that's cats where you film their eyeballs and there's like some weird like kind of like snake charmer flute that plays and their pupils get
it's supposed
bigger.
to be Egyptian music supposedly.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? What is this?
I haven't actually watched any. I've heard about it, but I know what you're talking about.
It made me laugh when we were watching cat videos. I was like, what is this? It made me almost want to play it to Elle.
I haven't played it for my cats because I don't know. I want to read about it before I play it.
Right.
Make sure it's not like upsetting to them.
Yeah, totally.
But as far as cats with ancient Egyptians, like they were mummified alongside their humans. I'm going to tell myself it's after they died natural death because I can't handle it otherwise. But they were, I mean, like, while cats were alive, I mean, they were super important to their humans. I mean, they would keep snakes away, scorpions, like they were basically pest control as well as companionship. And so they featured them in ancient artworks, like playing and chasing birds and just like laying down or being near their parents, their human parents. So I don't know. I think that cats were rightfully cherished back in the day, but I don't really want to talk about this too much because there's just so much on it that I don't want it to get dull. But I did want to talk about some deities personified as animals.
Love it.
Ow. Sorry, I'm old and shifting my body sometimes hurts in my chair. We're going to talk about this guy called Bobby, B-A-B-I, or Baby.
Baby.
Love. Lesser known than his more famous cousins Anubis or Sekhmet. How do you say Sekhmet? Because it's not that. Is it that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Bobby was a bloodthirsty deity and the alpha of all baboons. Animals noted for their anger and sexual activity.
Love it.
So this sculpture, it's like a baboon sitting there with his hands on his knees, and it looks like a dong just kind of dangling there. It's not great. But greatly respected for his own strength as well as his virility. Gross. Ancient Egyptian males who wish to, shall we say, continue to give their wives full salutes in the afterlife.
Wait, what is happening?
Pray to Bobby.
Wait, but he is like a primate? He looks like a primate person?
Yeah, but he was
Is he a bonobo?
No, he was a baboon.
I can't trust those bonobos. They love orgies.
But they're really sweet, though.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so they would pray to Bobby, and his Johnson was said to adorn the doors of the kingdom of heaven, as well as functioning as the mast for the underworld ferry.
Cool.
So his diet...
#bud.
Diet consisted entirely of the entrails of the dead, a task that he relished thanks to his nature. because of course he was like angry, I guess. Sometimes he
Okay.
would even take the place of Amit, the devourer of the dead, and consume the souls of the unrighteous after they had been judged. Because of his all-consuming rage, spells were needed to protect oneself from Babi, as he was prone to murder without provocation.
Cool.
Sounds like a nice dude.
Sounds good. Why not? You can come to my next birthday.
There's another one that's called Hanuman,
Okay.
and this is one of the only 3 major Hindu gods with animal characteristics. Is known as a Vanara, which is an ape-like humanoid that has the power to transform his shape at will. Cool. As well as it just says some other powers. But he is the son of a cloud nymph cursed to be a monkey. And
Wait, he is the son of a cloud nymph, and he is cursed to be a monkey. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Vayu, the wind god. So he was the son of a cloud nymph, cloud nymph was cursed to be a monkey, and then Vayu, the wind god. So he is the son of those 2 dudes.
Okay.
Or people, things, gods.
Clouds.
Stuff. He is now rain? No. Hanuman inherited a curious nature as well as a troublesome streak. Over the years, he was slowly stripped of his powers by the other deities as punishment for his numerous transgressions, such as trying to eat the sun, which he thought was fruit.
I get it.
After becoming king of the monkeys, Hanuman led them to help the god Rama recover his wife Sita from the demon Ravana. It was during that fight that the most prevalent image of Hanuman emerged as a god with the blackened face and tail, and he was caught trying to escape the Ravana's palace after some successful espionage, and the demon type, whatever, it goes on and on. Confusing story for me. He is a monkey god, kind of troublesome.
Love it. I wish I like in India that they have all of the gods and different characters and people and things that you can worship, like kind of like in. I don't like all the saints in Catholicism. Like those bother me, but like
They're
I like
all
the idea of it. And I like other religions that have like
stole
a
it from everyone
pantheon
else.
And like, I like that.
Well, I can give a quick sum up
That's
here.
why I like witchcraft, because it's like,
oh yeah,
here's this goddess and this like, like entity or being and all these things, and I like that.
Same. So sorry. Hanuman emerged, or he tried to escape Ravana's palace. The demon tied him up and lit his tail on fire, which is really mean. But then the monkey king escaped by transforming to an immense size, and then he broke free of his bonds and then burned down Ravana city, because fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, demon guy.
Take it. Good for him.
Go, monkey dude.
I like it.
Do you want to hear about a Mesopotamian god?
Yes.
Especially because picture.
Oh no.
I'm gonna send you this article, and this is number 7.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
You do
I
it.
kind of want to. Okay.
Mine, it takes me forever to open links.
All right. So, an ancient Mesopotamian god, Dagon, was commonly represented as a half-man, half-fish in the existing evidence we have of him.
It. He looked like he gutted a fish and just wore it as a hoodie. Ew,
most likely due to the fact that the ocean was the supreme source of food for the people of the area. However, when the plow came along, which Dagon was said to have invented, he became more of a vegetation god while still maintaining his fish-like characteristics. They first show him with the hoodie, and then also more like a merman, or like he just chopped a fish in half and just yanked the fish butt on. At one time, the second most important deity in the area, Dagon was eventually succeeded by his son, the storm god Baal. As with many of the gods of this time, are not a lot of surviving myths about him. Though just like his invention of the plow, he is credited with discovering grain and giving it to mankind. Nevertheless, he was extremely popular and thought to have been worshipped by the Babylonians, the Assyrians, and the Akkadians, and perhaps the Philistines of the Christian Bible as well. So, yeah.
Into it. I like it.
Were there any other ones on you? I want you to read number 4, please.
Number 4. Okay, let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. Wait, am I scrolling the right way? Scroll back down. Okay, there we go. All right, this is apparently Sumerian. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. An ancient Sumerian god, Gugalana. That's
Such a good name.
Took the form of a bull and was the husband of Ereshkigal, the queen of the Underworld. However, his will was at the mercy of Anu, the sky god, which is the main function of the only myth we know of him. When the great hero Gilgamesh was approached by Ishtar, he rebuked her seductions,
Rude.
infuriating her. Filled with righteous fury, I agree, she demanded that Anu send Gugalana down to earth to punish Gilgamesh. Get down there and fuck him up. He conceded, and the great bull fought Gilgamesh and his friend Enkidu, eventually falling in battle and being dismembered by his foes. Uh-oh, backfire. The bull of heaven, as he was otherwise known, can be seen in the constellation Taurus, which dipped below the horizon at the spring equinox when his myth first arose as inspiration for his symbolic death and resurrection.
All right, I have a question. So, like, cool that he is the constellation Taurus, but, like, I gotta ask, and I know this has been discussed before by millions of other people, how the fuck did they come up with shapes and names of the constellations from, like, the blobs?
I don't know. I want that article. You're right. 100%.
Because that is, like, I have a really good imagination, like, when I'm looking at shapes in the sand, in the clouds, like, rocks.
Not
sure.
that.
But, like, that's a lot. That's a stretch.
I don't get it either. It really doesn't make any sense. Last night when I let Punky out to do his business in the front yard, Jupiter's like really bright right now, and I like thought it was like fun. He was taking his time, so I brought out my like Google Sky map, whatever app, and when I was looking at things, I was like, oh, Jupiter is in Aquarius right now. And then I was kind of like looking at the app and then looking at the sky, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I totally get what you're saying. Because that was last night, me in the front yard. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Water bear? What? I see Jupiter. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Don't see.
I can see the planets and I can see the stars, but I don't see the shapes that they suppose that they're.
Do any of them actually look like it? I don't know. Maybe one does. 1 out of the 12 has to, right?
Like
probably not.
Orion's bow kind of looks like the shape of a bow.
I can only see his belt. The belt, I can nail that every time I see it.
The belt is pretty clear.
I can see the Pleiades.
All right,
I can see the big dip.
What are your
the big dip? I can see.
Oh yeah,
and the little dip.
Love that soup spoon.
Yeah, it's gonna get that ladle. Shows me right where Polaris is every time.
What are your animal ghosts?
Okay, so I have a few kind of lists of things. So we'll see how this goes. This is supposed to be one of them, not the one I'm on right now. I sent you the second one. So this one is about 11 pets who returned as ghosts to help or haunt their owners.
Oh.
Haunt, help. I'm going to say they're all helping. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even need to know before reading it. They're all helping. Animals can do no wrong, even Punky. So I can say that without the shadow of a doubt.
That is That is saying
accurate.
quite a lot.
It is. So don't come for me, or I'll send Punky.
You don't want that.
You don't want that. So this one is titled Ghost Hounds and a Creepy Child Haunt Peter Brady. Don't know who Peter Brady is, but we'll find out. In my brain immediately was like, isn't that like the guy who plays football? And then I'm like, no, that's Tom Brady.
His name could be Peter for the sake
guy,
of the story.
Whatever. Christopher Knight, who is from the Brady Bunch, is this the same guy? Tells this strange tale while filming a ghost episode of the Brady Bunch. It is.
Oh shit.
The cast was staying at a creepy bed and breakfast. Oh my god, I'm really into this story. And stayed up. I love the Brady Bunch. And stayed up late telling ghost stories before finally hitting the sack.
Oh.
Okay. According to Knight, who played Peter, he woke up in the middle of the night to find 2 hunting dogs sitting at the foot of his bed, staring at him. Then he saw a little girl gazing at him from the doorway. Neither the dogs nor the girl made a sound. The next day, when Knight related his strange encounter, the B&B owner took him to a fireplace where 2 hunting dogs are depicted in the metal fire guard of the old house's fireplace. They were the same dogs he saw. No one knows that the decorations were inspired by 2 real dogs once who lived in the house, but mysterious experience left the actor shaken. Oh, weird. That is kind of weird.
I would not like those. I would not like unwanted visits.
What's interesting is, like, the person at the B&B immediately was like, that means someone else has seen those dogs. Because he's like, let me show you.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
Sounds
not the
like
first
his
time
thing.
somebody's come up.
Yeah, because he would say, instead of just being like, come with me, he'd be like, oh, shit. I've seen those.
There's dogs in my fucking...
They're on the fucking fireplace thing. We got to go check this out.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Come, young lad. Come, squire.
Come with me.
All right, number 2. The Black Dog of Connecticut will end you. This one's short, so I'm confused.
Really ominous.
The Black Dog hangs around Castle Craig in Connecticut, where it has terrorized hikers and castle visitors for decades. Described as small, short-haired, and spaniel-like, the Black Dog makes no sound, even when it seems to be howling or barking. The spectral pooch comes with its own folklore. If a man shall meet the Black Dog once, it shall be for joy, and if twice, it shall be for sorrow, and the 3rd time, he shall die.
It's the grim.
Numerous people blame the animal for the passings of those who saw the dog 3 times, and tales of such ends date back to the 1800s. Wow, give him a little treat. Then he has no reason to come back. He's busy. Give him a bone. Nice. Throw me a freaking bone here. That's what the dog's saying.
I figure, like, if you've seen the dog once, don't go back there.
Yeah, I mean, if you know that's, like, the deal, we got to go. I got 2 more times. And if I see him while I'm walking to the car, that's why we got to go at 1. Because that's 2.
It's first time's joy. I want to stick with joy.
I don't want to see him while I'm leaving. I don't need sorrow or death.
Thank you, but no.
Thank you, but no. Okay, 3. The Blue Ghost Dog. He is an avenging spirit. The Blue Ghost Dog legend is one of the oldest ghost stories in the U.S., dating to the 1700s. As the story goes, Charles Thomas Sims was attacked by a pack of thieves after a night of drinking and bragging about the amount of gold he had. Sims...
Oh, don't be a braggart and you won't be robbed.
Guys, I got lots of gold.
Quick, rob him.
Okay, I gotta go. Bye. 18-mile walk back. I'll be fine. Good day.
18-mile walk.
Like, guys, we gotta follow him, right?
He's like, I don't even know where I live now.
I am a man of the earth. Fuck it, we gotta take him out. He's asking for it. Sims fought to his last breath with his faithful dog, a blue tick hound, battling at his side. Oh, sweet baby.
Aww.
What a good puppo. In the end, the robbers were too strong for them, and the two fell on a rock along the road and perished. No!
I want to hear about that.
I hope that dog just kills everybody.
I hate this story.
The thieves buried the gold, and when they returned for it, were beset by a large blue tick hound. The head thief escaped, but soon fell ill and perished. To this day, people say the hound watches over his master's gold. A restaurant and bar takes its name from the blue dog. Oh, I want to go drink there and leave them some treatsies.
Some milk bones.
Yeah. And then I go back to my little room, and all of the gold shall be there.
I was going to say, he'll be like,
and you know what?
Ma'am.
I won't even take it. I'll give it all back to the doggos.
I was going to say, just donate it to an animal sanctuary.
All the doggos. I'm into it. Wiggy, who sends asbestos from beyond.
You said asbestos.
Asbestos. That's how I'm saying it
Really?
right now in my voice. Yes.
Like, actually...
No.
At first I was like, did she mean like his best? And then it just came out funny?
No, I mean like the toxic
Actual
shit.
asbestos.
Yeah.
Cancer causing crap. Got it.
And Wiggy. Those are the two
Great.
keywords.
Sounds horrible.
His best is to smell it, yes. That's what you're hearing. We can fit that in. It's possible.
He's trying his bestest to make you smell it.
Now I'm going to mix them up now that you just said that. Asbestos. We're done.
Asbestos.
Not just only hear that. Asbestos. I hope he's a boy, because then it will be even funnier, because it's his bestest. The strange encounter occurred after nursery school teacher Deborah Tadman's oldest cat, Wiggy, passed. Grief-stricken, she called animal communicator Sharon Callahan to contact the spirit of her lost pet. As she recounts, Wiggy and I had a very close relationship, and I felt as if I had lost a child, and he had seen me through a marriage, divorce, other relationships, 3 house moves, and other life experiences. Sharon was able to reach Wiggy in the great beyond and told Deborah Wiggy was concerned about her apartment because it was a toxic place. About a year later, Deborah decided to paint her apartment, and she discovered asbestos and highly toxic mold in the friggin' walls and ceiling and aluminum wiring in grave danger of causing a fire. She's forever grateful to Wiggy. She says, to this day, I can't believe how accurate and true that reading was. There's no way that Sharon, the animal medium, could have known that this was taking place and, like, behind her walls. That's crazy. Good job,
Thanks,
Wiggy. Number 5 is the haunted intersection where ghost horses roam. Into it. Cats and dogs are by far the most common animals reported in hauntings, but large domesticated animals are also reported to return from the grave. In the Chicago suburbs, where there are stables and riding trails in the woods near the busy intersection of 95th Street and Keene, one of the trails crosses this dangerous junction. Until recently, there was no traffic control device to allow those on horseback to cross safely, and at least 7 people and some horses were slain. Hate it.
Ugh.
There have been numerous reports of ghost horses sightings, especially at night or near dusk. Dozens of motorists have seen what appears to be a horse and rider in silhouette attempting to cross from one side of 95th Street to the other. When drivers slow down to look at the pair, they suddenly dissolve from view. These figures don't simply disappear near one side of the street or the other, but often right in the middle of the road.
Wow.
Interesting.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't mind that. This one is called Yaba Returns to Play Ball with Her Human, perhaps because of a Jesus candle. What is this I'm about to read? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, right. The story of Yaba is a typical pet haunting testimonial. On August 30th, 2011, Yaba passed 11 days before her 17th birthday. She and owner Maureen were inseparable. Yaba was her rock and the love of her life, she said, aside from her son. One night, Maureen woke up and found her beloved friend passed. She was devastated, desperate, and in the throes of grief, Maureen began calling out to Yaba while taking pictures, hoping she could get just a glimpse of the dog spirit in one of her photos. That's kind of like
That makes me sad for...
Yeah, but it's also kind of like smart because if she's like all in for that, it's kind of smart in a way, I guess.
It is. It's just making me sad.
Yeah, I agree. The second picture taken caught an image that looks like a dog. After taking the picture, Maureen made a memorial to the dog with her toys, a rosary, and a Jesus candle. She spoke to her every day as if she was still there. One day, Maureen took out a ball and said, "Yaba, here's your ball. Come on, let's play." The ball moved. It was sitting still on the floor and rolled. Then it happened again. She felt something brush against her, though she was alone. She believes it was the ghost of Yaba letting her know all was well as she's still with her owner in spirit. Oh, I like that. That's sweet. Oh, I like this one, too.
Oh, boy.
Demon Cat of the Capitol. The picture is wild. The United States Capitol building is said to be haunted by the ghost of a cat. The demonic kitty cat is said to have glowing red eyes and appears out of nowhere to scare passerby.
Wait, like the Capitol as in the U.S. Capitol?
I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, that place is filled with demons, so it's appropriate that the guardian is a demon cat.
Some say demon cat appears before important events or natural disasters. That's funny.
Cool
Go,
beans.
cat, go. It was seen before the stock market crash of 1929 and the JFK assassination.
Oh, shit.
This is wild. Kitty. The Washington, D.C. female roller skating team, the Demon Cats, is named after the satanic kitty. Love
I like it. Go them.
This is strange. This title, The Benign Creepy Terrier of the Holly Hotel. What?
Oh.
How can it be benign but creepy? What's happening? The historic Holly Hotel is one of the most notorious haunted places in Michigan. World-famous ghostbuster Norman Gossier, a professor of parapsychology, visited the hotel in 1989 and declared the joint loaded with spirits. Then, many independent groups have since then investigated the hotel. Numerous visitors have reported smelling cigar smoke and floral perfume and hearing disembodied voices late at night in the halls. Most striking, however, are continual reports of guests hearing and seeing the spirit of Leona, the dog of former hotel owner Mr. Hurst. Guests describe the ghost dog as looking similar to a rat terrier. Leona can be heard running down the halls, brushing up against people's legs. Phantom barking is often observed, especially by the early morning chefs. Oh, this is perfect. This one is Preston, ghost dog protector of Nashville trick-or-treaters.
Aww,
that's cute. Sweet. The Pooch who haunts Nashville's Belmont-Hillsborough neighborhood is one of the most famous ghost dogs around. The spirit is said to be that of a good-hearted boxer named Preston, who keeps vigil over young trick-or-treaters every Halloween. Some witnesses have heard him barking on Halloween night. Others say if you walk too slowly or stop in the middle of the street, an unseen dog will bump and nudge you along so you don't get hit by a car. Cutie!
I hope that people put out
him
like dog food as like a
cozy
a dog
blanket somewhere. Yeah,
just like a thank you.
Totally, little shrine set up for him would be nice on Halloween. An old woman who lived in the neighborhood used to leave a dog biscuit for Preston on her porch every Halloween night. I like you, old woman.
You are good people.
You're my girl. I like it. I like that. This is good. Let's see. Last one is All Dogs Go to Heaven. On December...
I don't know if I want to read
I know, me either. I'm sad about it already. On December 30th, 93, Jan Price suffered a near-fatal heart attack and had a near-death experience. During her NDE, Jan found herself in a strange, misty surrounding. Suddenly, her beloved dog Maggie was with her. Maggie had passed less than a month before. As Jan recounts, she said, "I felt her presence, her love, and she appeared to me as she had when she was in physical form, only younger and more vital." According to Jan, Maggie could speak to her in a spiritual way and said, "You know that Daddy can't handle both of us being gone right now." Oh, Maggie. Jan told the dog that she was going back to the land of the living, and Maggie promised her when her time came to return, they would explore wonderful things together. I'd be like, I'm gonna go back real quick, kill Dad, and we're all gonna go explore. I can't do this. This seems more rational. I can't. I must explore.
Like, Bobby, I have to talk to you about something.
It's gonna sound Trey bonkers. I saw our sweet babies, and they said it's time to explore, but not yet, because you're alive.
So we gotta fix that.
We must undo this, so we can explore together.
He's like,
shh, shh, I love you.
So horrible.
Can you imagine hearing that conversation? That would be a roller coaster. Oh my god, this person isn't. They're dead. Oh my god, they're back. What are they telling me? they want us both to go back.
You should have stayed.
I can't hang. Okay.
Oh my god, my cats are fighting outside my door.
Oh, that's good. Always good.
Yeah.
Always good. Good sign. Good sign.
Totally.
The veil is
deities,
thinning.
Right? Guys?
The veil is thinning. I'm just gonna yell that when things are weird if I'm in public. Like somebody almost like cuts me off. The veil is thinning. Someone annoy or someone like, hey, do you mind if I just get in here real quick? The veil is thinning.
I'm like, what? Never mind. I gotta go the other direction. Thanks.
Avocado prices are really high right now. Yes, the veil is thinning.
They're like, I didn't eat avocados anyway. Thanks.
Right.
More for me. Thanks.
Toodaloo. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
I think this episode was a gold star.
Thanks, Jeffy.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
We hope you enjoyed it. I did.
Yep, me too.
Thanks to you. Not you.
Mm-hmm.
Her.
Not me. No, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Just
Are we spinning?
yeah, we should spin, and also just I just want to drop a little bit.
Oh, boy.
I just want to drop a little bit of a present for you guys. And it's not even my present to give necessarily, but I'm going to anyway. If you guys aren't on Patreon, you should be, because this is something that took place today on it. There is a website that is called pixieland.org, and it's Pixie spelled Pixy land.org.
Yes.
And thank you, Josh. You were the best.
Big ups.
Like, you get like 5 gold stars. Guys, do yourself a favor and check out this person, their website. And this isn't me like making fun of them. I truly am in love with this website, and I wanted to buy a t-shirt, but they're sold out. Josh bought the CD, and he said some wonderful things about it. And it's like old school, like geocide style, and he doesn't apologize for it literally on his website. He says that in part of the things he wrote about it. He said that's what he wanted, and he wants it to look this way, and it's because he likes it.
I love it.
I agree. Perfect way
And you know what?
make it.
There aren't like 10 million ads, so
Yeah, and he
like,
said,
it's
right?
glorious.
He even put that in it. He's like, no ads, you're welcome. Isn't it nice? You can scroll and things don't pop up. And I'm like, yes, it is. He is the embodiment of, I think it could be they. He's they, because he says he doesn't feel like Peter Pan is a he or a she. So he, like, they. Embodiment, because to me, Peter Pan is a he, so it's really confusing for my brain. But this person on this website, everything is magical on it, and you need to check it out. They have had a bajillion, their like number counter for visits to the website is wildly high. I was slightly jealous. It's
wow,
outrageous town. Like, what are you doing? Tell me your ways, please.
15 million visitors? Durr.
Mm-hmm. No wonder those shirts are sold out. That's
No
why.
shit.
Check them out.
Good for them.
They're awesome.
That's awesome.
Everything. Shout out Dorothy. Oh my god, I'm in love with this website.
This website is glorious. Yeah.
So
Pixieland.org.
go down that rabbit hole to Neverland. It is outstanding.
Where do they live?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. You can click the fashions hyperlink in it. It is wild, and I'm here for it. I love everything about it. Josh, thank you. Thank you so much. I was like drinking coffee and stretching when I saw your comment, and I'm like, I have a second. I can click this right now. My daughter's eating breakfast.
Wow.
And
The
then I clicked it.
fashions page.
Yeah, it is a lot. And it's the best. Again, I sound like I'm making fun, but like I just am very excited. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time, and I really enjoy it.
This just is like the happiest website I've ever been on.
Yeah, dude. I love it.
I'm
Guys,
happy.
You're welcome.
I love this so much.
You can direct your thank yous telepathically to Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go. This person that does this. they're
Also,
the best.
if you take pictures of yourself in pixie wear, you can upload them to
We must.
this website, and they will share them. Excuse me. Oh my god, this is so cool!
It's wild.
Okay,
it's
we
a wild
must.
ride.
We must. Pixie Friends page.
Oh,
Oh my god,
I love
I love this.
It's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot to take in, and it's a lot
really-
to navigate because there's
digging all
no
the
menu page.
sparkles.
It's just like link text, like hyperlink text,
Yes.
and it's a lot to figure out.
It's much easier to navigate on a computer.
Yes, 1,000,000%. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
wheel.
are we gonna spin?
I don't know because it's spooky month. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should figure out something
good
for
Okay, secret.
just us.
Okay. Guys, you will be surprised by
Supers.
the next episode. I don't know what's going to happen.
We all will
but
be.
It's going to be
Maybe we'll
surprising.
outspook each other or something.
Oh, God.
I can get real dark real fast.
I know.
Real twisted.
Let's do it.
Okay. It's a
All right.
possibility. Definitely do it on Patreon. I feel like that's a safe space.
Yeah, it kind of is.
This episode is so wild. Okay.
Yep. All right, guys. Join us later when we talk about other things. We spook each other out. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? All right. Well, this is the Night Guys podcast. I never gave our intro. That's who we are. You should know that because you clicked on our links. So
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm Liana.
America.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.